What's going on? It's BOTTS here. Welcome to my track by track review, or little descriptions, I guess, of all the tracks on my new album, Sucker for Sunsets, which is out now. You can go download it, you can stream it, you can buy it, you can listen to it everywhere. Hope you enjoy. Take 651. Track 1, Sucker for Sunsets, started in 2021, about 8 or 9 months of writer's block. This was the first song that I wrote, kind of, I guess, getting out of that. I wrote it at our friend's place in Laguna, California. I guess it started, for me, just started this whole new chapter of writing, new styles of playing as well. I kind of helped bring to life the idea of creating an album. And now I have one. So yeah, it's the title track. All Day, track number 2. It's a super fun one for me to write and record. I wrote it again in California, and we had just this epic day. Like, it's just one of those like 35-degree days, all your friends at the beach. I just loved that day and kind of just wrote it about that. Brought it into the studio. It was super fun to record with Garrett Cato. And yeah, we just found like heaps of cool like synth sounds and kind of just like drum sections, and tried to make it as banging as we could. And I'm super stoked with how it turned out. Track 3 is Angel in Disguise. Just finished doing like 13 months long distance. I wrote this when we were reunited. Yeah, I wrote it about all the little things that you just forget, you know, like the way people talk, the way they walk, the way they dress, the way they smell, all these little things that you just don't get through a phone. Yeah, so it's kind of like this little surreal moment. It's cool. Mine. Track number 4. I always wanted to write a song like Mine. I guess growing up, my guitar influences, I guess, came from like blues or rock, or, you know, obviously the acoustic world as well. So kind of trying to write a song that mashes them all together was kind of like something I always wanted to do. Yeah, I'm super stoked with how Mine turned out. It's like a little story. It's not too long. Yeah, it's got Ben Camden just like shredding, big solo on it. And yeah, super fun to record as well in the studio. It's cool. There's a lot of nature out here, it's very loud. Track 5 is Sometimes. Yeah, it's a cool one for me. I don't really write about myself. I write about, you know, other people or places or feelings or whatever it be. Always like a little bit confronting writing about myself, for me anyway. Yeah, this one I guess is directed at me, and it's kind of saying it's okay. Like, sometimes you want to get it right, sometimes it doesn't go to plan, sometimes things don't work out. I guess I have pretty, high expectations of myself. Writing a song to me saying that it's okay, it's not even all the time, it's just sometimes it doesn't go to plan, so, but a lot of the time it does. And yeah, so that's what Sometimes is about. Airport, track 6, maybe my favorite of my album. Super fun to write and record, especially the first verse is basically like a whole phone conversation I had with someone. I was going to the airport. It's like, you know, I know where it is. Yeah, I've been there. I'll pick you up. I'll be there out the front. I'll be on time. Don't worry. Like, you know, I'll see you soon. Let me know when you land. All these things. Yeah, as like I got off the phone, I just like, I don't know why, I just wrote it all down. Yeah, that's where Airport came from. Yeah, for me, it's definitely like maybe one of my most listenable, if that's a word, from my albums. Yeah, I like listening to it. Track 7, Nothing on You. I wrote this in Western Australia on tour in like 2021. Yeah, I was super lucky, I guess, at that point in time. I guess when the world was kind of closed, but here in Australia we were super lucky, we were able to still travel and play music, and I was still able to do all these epic things and travel with my friends and all this. So at that point, I think like maybe 9 or 10 months, you know, apart from my partner. So I guess trying to juggle a lot of things whilst doing a lot. I was kind of dropping the ball sometimes, and, you know, maybe being a bit hard on myself as well. Yeah, that's kind of what Nothing on You is about. Number 8 is Tough Face. Maybe everyone's got their own little tough face. I know I do. I know about putting this barrier up, or this wall, just when, I know, you're trying to block things out. You know, people are just trying to help you, or, you know, be there for you. Sometimes you're just a little bit too tough to to accept it and let it in. Probably one of the fastest songs I wrote on this album. Probably took less than an hour. And oh, that's a big bus. Yeah, it's more about just being a bit more delicate and gentle with people. You don't have to be so hard all the time. I enjoy playing tough face. Track 9 is Hearts Grow. A fun one to write, actually. This is more realizing or recognizing. I think I'm pretty lucky to do what I do. Definitely don't take it for granted. I love playing music, especially with my mates. We get to travel to all these things, get to see heaps of places. I wrote a line that said I wouldn't have it any other way if I could. I realized that just gets more and more true the more I continue to play and travel around playing music to as many people as we can. Yeah, it's super fun to record as well with Garrett in studio. It's kind of like a little Latino beat in it, which I'd never done before. Yeah, Hearts Grow. Track 10, Dream On. One of the first songs I ever started writing, I guess, or maybe first song I ever finished fully. It's supposed to be my first EP, like in 2018, but I got shafted by the Coffee song, and I just never really found a place for it, I guess, anywhere else up until now. Yeah, it's a strange one for me when you have a song like written and been alive for so long, but it only gets, released into the wild, only recently. So yeah, I got a soft spot for Dream On just because it's been around for a long time for me. Please keep it down, birds. So rude. Waking Up, track 11. Along with Airport, maybe one of my other favorites on the album, simply because I think it's just super simple and easy. There's not much to it. The writing's really simple and it's literally just saying what was happening. Wrote this around Christmas time. We were down in Merimbula, which is the far south coast of New South Wales in Australia. And again, we just had, an epic kind of week of just road tripping. Yeah, we didn't really see anyone for that whole week. And it was just us kind of traveling around and yeah, just like having some time alone and just quietness. It was nice. And it was kind of whilst it was just before we were about to go on like this massive tour, which was going to be hectic. So it was nice to get some super downtime and alone time before all the hustle started. I really liked recording this as well. It's just this continuous chiller. I like sleeping in, but don't get me wrong, waking up is nice. Grand finale, Paradise, track 12. It's funny, it actually was supposed to be this super chill acoustic song, and I guess the foundations of it is just all acoustic, like most of the songs. I took it into the studio with Garrett. He just, I don't know, eventually we both just had this vision that it could be this huge, like mega, like ballady thing. I don't know. We kind of just went all out on it, like just kind of made it as big and fat as possible. I'm looking forward to playing it live, bringing it into a set. Yeah, I think it was either going to be the intro song, like the first song on the album, or the last song of the album. And I'm glad we put it at the end. It's kind of this grand finale. So yeah, that's Paradise. Well, that's all. Thank you for listening to my track by track review of my album, Sucker for Sunsets. You're probably over listening to me by now. But yeah, I'm super excited to play these songs out on the road and get touring. I'll see you at a show somewhere around the world. And stay safe. And thanks for listening. Cheers.